Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Renee Summerhour. Let's get started this morning with some health news. With some students back in the classroom full-time, the Clark County School District has created sick rooms to try to prevent any potential spread of coronavirus. Review-Journal's Jen Odd tells us just how these sick rooms work. Jen?
Well, Renee, these isolation rooms are a key part of the district's reopening plan, equipped with their own supplies and special air systems. Here are 3 scenarios in which a student may be sent to the sick room. They were exposed to or had a diagnosis in the last 10 days or are exhibiting COVID symptoms. The student is then isolated, the school nurse is notified, and the school will call the child's parent or guardian.
In the worst case scenario, if a student was displaying serious symptoms of an illness, including COVID-19, but not just COVID-19, the district will call emergency services in order to give the kid medical attention.
Older students who can drive themselves may be released at their own discretion. The district also offering bonuses to employees who work in these sick rooms. Renee?
Let's continue now with our top story, sponsored by Carnegie Heights. One of the largest hospital operators in Southern Nevada says it has reached a tentative labor deal with the union representing 4,000 nurses and other workers. HCA Healthcare says the deal on a new 3-year contract with SEIU Local 1107 was reached Friday. It includes keeping certain benefits and wage increases for nurses and other workers out Mountain View, Southern Hills, and Sunrise Hospital. Union members will vote to ratify the deal within the next week. Boulder City welcomed a visitor from D.C. on Tuesday. Congresswoman Susie Lee joined local leaders to promote the American Rescue Plan. Boulder City is expected to get $14 million in direct aid from the stimulus package that President Joe Biden signed last month.
It basically is going to save lives and livelihoods by putting vaccines into people's arms, children back into school seats, money into people's pockets, but most importantly, getting people back to work.
Senior citizens have a place to socialize once again. Clark County reopened its senior centers to the public on Tuesday. Guests are required to wear masks and show proof of vaccination.
For over a year now, we've used these facilities. This one right here, in fact, the Flamingo Senior Center has been used as a vaccination clinic. We've passed out food, used it as a food pantry, but it's been a year since we've used it for its intended purpose as a community center, as a recreational facility, and was really a gathering spot for people to not just recreate, but socialize.
The conservative student organization Turning Point USA held a speaking event and Q&A led by its founder, Charlie Kirk, Tuesday night. The event was held at the Ahern Hotel and covered topics such as cancel culture and student activism. Kirk also addressed the effort to rename McCarran International Airport after former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. And a Las Vegas bookkeeper has been accused of swindling more than $100,000 from a doctor's office. 40-year-old Alicia Hendricks was arrested last week on account of theft. The doctor told police that Hendricks posed as her several times at the doctor's bank. A hearing in this case is scheduled for April 29th. Let's take a look now at your local weather forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour Air is here for you. We have reached our midweek, and so far temperatures have been warm and comfortable. 86 degrees is forecasted for your Wednesday. Light winds throughout the day. Evening lows in the low 60s. For the rest of your week, temperatures will climb to the mid to upper 80s. Sunny skies are forecasted and clear skies. 90s by the weekend. For your evenings, lows in the low 60s. YouTube lets you show your favorites when you hit the subscribe button down below. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, with Nevada gaming regulators pushing those into the hospitality industry to get vaccinated, it seems some employees are pushing back. Workers have expressed concern about side effects and effectiveness. Still, gaming officials say vaccinating workers could be the key to bringing tourists and conventions back.
The workforce is the backbone of the licensees' businesses. And if we can get the workforce vaccinated, not only will it protect the workforce and the licensee's business, but it'll also protect the community.
In your lifestyle news, sponsored by Get Healthy Clark County, if you've ever felt like you were surrounded by photo opportunities, you're not alone. The website The Zebra has named Las Vegas the second most Instagrammable road trip city in the United States. According to the website, Vegas draws over 39 million hashtags on Instagram each year, and the most popular spot here is the fountains at the Bellagio. Los Angeles topped the list for the most Instagrammable cities, followed by Las Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, New York, and Atlanta.
Sports, sponsored by Scenic Brewing Company. Raiders fullback Alec Ingold is partnering with Junior Achievement of Southern Nevada to bring financial literacy lessons to high school students in Nevada through the end of the school year. Students will learn about budgeting and gain insight on NFL careers that are not on the football field.
I'm pretty much saying things that my mom, people's teachers, coaches, parents are telling their kids, but then all of a sudden it's an NFL football player saying it. So hopefully it just gets a little bit more kids' ears perked up when you're telling them all the good things about junior achievement and how important education is.
Sports betting, sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights are minus 145 favorites at the Westgate as they go for their second straight win over the Blues today in St. Louis. The Blues are plus 132 and the total is 5.5. The Knights are plus 165 to cover the minus 1.5 puck line. Vegas whipped the Blues 6-1 on Monday, cashing in as minus 145 favorites. The Knights are 7-1 to lift the Stanley Cup, tied with Tampa Bay as the second choice, behind plus 450 favorite Colorado.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. For these diners, brunch was more than just bagels and mimosas. Contestants from the TV show RuPaul's Drag Race made a special appearance at the Bottomless Drag Brunch show at the Garden Las Vegas in the Arts District. Elliot Paquette, who goes by the name Elliot with 2 T's, was joined by fellow contestants Alexis Mateo and Coco Montrese. The Garden Las Vegas hosts the brunch show on Saturdays and Sundays. Well, that's all for today's 7 at 7 a.m. I'm Renee Summerhour. Look, we know you're busy, and so we built this newscast to fit your life, and we bring it to you weekdays at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on LVRJ.com and the RJ mobile app. You can also find us on Twitter, Roku, and so much more. We hope you'll join us again this evening for 7 at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.